Hi, I'm Liz Schrum for the Wisconsin Technology Council, here with WisBusiness.com, the show. Just ahead, Tom Still talks about predictions for job growth between now and the year 2020. And Joe Kremer of Isomark talks about his company's progress on a device to more quickly identify infections by measuring a patient's breath. And now, here's the WisBusiness.com stock report, rising holiday sales. While the final numbers are still being tallied, it appears that shoppers tied a big bow around the holiday sales season with an estimated 5.5% increase over 2013. Sales of jewelry, women's clothing, electronics, outerwear, sports gear, and high-end products help make it one of the best holiday buying seasons in years, according to industry sources. The only downside, the National Retail Federation estimates that up to 5% of holiday merchandise returns are fraudulent. And falling, right-to-work legislation. Following a burst of attention to a proposal to make Wisconsin a right-to-work state, the idea lost some momentum with the formation of the Wisconsin Contractors Coalition. This group of 300 construction-related companies said such a law would undermine a successful business model and disrupt worker safety and training programs. Governor Scott Walker has also told the Wisconsin legislature he doesn't view right-to-work laws as being a priority for the upcoming legislative session. And now, here's Tom Still with his Inside Wisconsin commentary.
Hockey great Wayne Gretzky is credited with proclaiming, "I skate to where the puck is going to be, not where it has been." Maybe Gretzky should have become an economist after he hung up his hockey gear. His advice is solid off the ice as well as on. As members of the Wisconsin legislature suit up for the start of their 2015 session and a budget debate likely to last until summer, they should skate toward the puck of predicted economic growth rather than chasing prosperity where it was years ago. Sectors such as manufacturing and agriculture will continue to fuel the Wisconsin economy in many ways, of course, but they will not necessarily lead the charge in creation of net new jobs. As the economy continues to transform itself, other sectors more in line with changing conditions are producing comparable, if not greater, numbers of jobs. Quite often, those emerging sectors are yielding the best paying jobs as well. Forecasts from the Federal Bureau of Labor Statistics and academic sources suggest that much job growth between now and 2020 will take place in emerging industry sectors, and it will increasingly require workers who need education beyond high school. A Georgetown University report predicts Wisconsin will have nearly 650,000 job openings that will require at least some post-secondary training, compared to 390,000 that will not. Georgetown analysts also predicted that 62% of all jobs in Wisconsin will require some post-secondary training by 2020. If you think that sounds high, the national estimate is 65%. The Georgetown report predicted flat to under 5% growth in the agriculture, construction, and manufacturing sectors. Conversely, it predicted double-digit job growth in finance, insurance, scientific and technical services, healthcare, information, arts and design, business management, and environmental remediation sectors. What can policymakers do to help Wisconsin seize the moment? Republicans and Democrats alike can focus on four themes. First, enhancing Wisconsin's startup and scale-up business climate. Second, building the state's supply of knowledge-based human capital. Third, improving access to investment capital for Wisconsin entrepreneurs. And fourth, improving technology development, delivery, and transfer from the lab bench to the marketplace. Beyond that, policymakers can simply stay out of the way and not enact regulations or prohibitions that hamper Wisconsin's ability to compete. Given the choice in a tight budget year, however, they can invest in sectors likely to grow versus industries that may not need the help or which have peaked. Wisconsin's growth depends on attracting and retaining companies and people in industries that add diversity and resilience to the economy. If policymakers want to keep Wisconsin's young people at home and attract them from elsewhere, the state must exude a sense of opportunity, collaboration, and excitement, and skate toward the puck where it is heading.
I'll be right back with Isomark's Joe Kremer.
White Hirschbeck Dudek represents companies at all stages of development and in a wide range of industries to navigate the legal challenges of regional, national, and global growth. At WHD, every stage takes center stage.
We recently caught up with Isomark's Joe Kremer at the Wisconsin Early Stage Symposium. Joe's been a serial entrepreneur for nearly 2 decades. We asked him about his latest venture.
Currently, I'm CEO of Isomark, where we detect infections through breath. We're using a non-invasive means of detecting infections early. And the cool thing about this is we're actually taking a reactive situation with infections in hospitals and making it proactive.
How do you work with other players in this space?
Well, there are a lot of new and exciting technologies that are coming out around blood diagnostics, but the issue for clinicians is, when do they run those expensive diagnostics? So Isomark can detect all infections and really help the clinicians decide when they start to really look for those particular infections.
And give us an update on your latest funding.
Well, recently we actually were really happy. We landed a $1.7 million NIH grant, and actually just a few days ago, Governor Tommy Thompson, former Secretary of the Department of Health and Human Services, has made an investment in our company and has decided to start advising us.
Thanks, Joe, and thank you for watching this edition of WisBusiness.com, The Show. The show is produced by WisBusiness.com and the Wisconsin Technology Council, and sponsored by White Hirschbeck Dudek, MG&E, and UW-Milwaukee. Visit our websites to read and learn more. I'm Liz Schrum of Talent Foot Executive Search. See you next time.